Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to WatsonWatch, where we dive into the latest news and trends that matter most to women's rights and empowerment. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're tackling a very timely and important topic: J.K. Rowling's stance on trans rights. J.K. Rowling has been a vocal advocate for women's rights, but her recent comments on trans issues have sparked widespread criticism and concern. In 2020, she tweeted that using trans women in girls' sports would be unfair to women born as female. Since then, she's continued to express her views on the topic, including liking a tweet that described trans women as men in dresses. Now, let's take a closer look at what's going on here. J.K. Rowling is an author and philanthropist who has been a longtime supporter of women's rights and LGBTQ+ issues. However, her recent comments have been widely criticized by many in the LGBTQ+ community and allies alike. One of the main concerns with Rowling's views is that they perpetuate harmful stereotypes and stigma around trans people. By describing trans women as men in dresses, she's essentially telling them that their identity and experiences are not valid or worthy of respect. This kind of language can be incredibly damaging, especially to trans individuals who already face significant marginalization and exclusion. But it's not just the language itself that's problematic. It's also the broader context in which Rowling is making these comments. As a wealthy and influential author, she has a platform that allows her to shape public discourse on issues like trans rights. However, by using her platform to perpetuate harm and stigma, she's essentially amplifying the voices of those who seek to erase and exclude trans people. Now, some may argue that Rowling is simply expressing her personal opinions and values, but that's not how it works in public discourse. When you have influence and power, it's your responsibility to use them to uplift and support marginalized communities, not to perpetuate harm and division. As WatsonWatch, we believe that everyone deserves respect, dignity, and equality under the law. Whether you identify as male, female, or somewhere in between, you deserve to be treated with kindness and compassion. And that's exactly what the trans community is fighting for: basic human rights and recognition of their identities. So, what can we do about this? Firstly, let's listen to and amplify the voices of trans individuals themselves. They're the ones who know best what they need and want from society. We should also be supporting organizations that work tirelessly to promote LGBTQ+ rights and inclusion. At WatsonWatch, we'll continue to shed light on issues like these and hold those in power accountable for their actions. Because when it comes to women's rights and empowerment, everyone has a role to play, and we're not just talking about the big players like Rowling. We're talking about all of us, working together to create a more just and equitable world. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to WatsonWatch. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We've got plenty more stories and discussions coming your way.